For example, what countries romantic?
Yeah.
For example, French and Italy.
Yep. Yep. Which stereotypes belong with which countries? What are the stereotypes of each country? And so I think last time we made it to approximately here. I think we did this. So I want everybody to, okay, first of all, let's go through these words. Punctual. What does punctual mean?
Puntuality.
Huh? So someone who is always on time. Somebody who is romantic. What does that mean?
Romantic.
Let me find this one here. Or passionate, in love with love. Tolerant. Tolerantny. Right? Accepting of others. Hardworking.
Трудоголик.
Probably. Let me find this one here. Hardworking. Works a lot and to the best of one's ability. Lazy. Yeah, doesn't like to work or be productive. Emotional or sensitive.
Эмоциональный.
Can you guys try to define it in English? Emotional or sensitive, we could say easily offended. Shy or bashful.
Застенчив.
Not overly self-confident. Outgoing. Outgoing. Who knows this one? Alina, can you guess? Or Yevgeny, can you guess what outgoing means?
I don't know.
Yevgeny, do you know?
No.
Okay. Unafraid of socializing with others and having fun. So someone who talks to people a lot. Someone who talks to people a lot, talks to everyone. Someone who is not shy. Someone who is not shy. Someone who is not, someone who is outgoing. Nationalistic or patriotic?
Патриот.
Very proud of motherland. Well-dressed, stylish. Mudny.
Я там модник какой-то, наверное.
Yeah. Humorous or funny, you all know.
Веселый.
Determined or diligent? Anton, do you remember this one?
People who travel to another country.
Nope. Целеустремленный. Determined or diligent? A determined person, a diligent person. And sophisticated. Sophisticated. Elegantny. Sophisticated. Does everybody understand this one?
No.
Sophisticated. Someone look it up for me then. Someone look that up for me, please. And I'll look it up as well. Sophisticated. No. Utoncheni?
Танцовный.
Utonchoni. Yeah. Sophisticated, elegant, or refined. Okay, so now let's have everybody give me a sentence about stereotypes. Give me a sentence about stereotypes using each one of these. So, for example, Americans, or I think Americans are punctual. All Americans are punctual. Alina, romantic.
Okay. Maybe. What means passionate?
Passionate. It also means romantic.
Okay. Passionate in love with love.
Yes, but use it in a sentence about stereotypes. Who is romantic?
Romantic is people who love someone and, example, do some romantic dinner for people that you love.
Mm-hmm. And people from which country are usually romantic? What's the stereotype?
The country is France.
France. So people from France are romantic. Good. Yevgeny, tolerant.
I don't know.
Толерантный, терпимый. Tolerantный. So, people from which country are tolerant? Anton, what about you? People from which country are tolerant?
Spanish.
What?
Spanish.
Okay, Spanish are tolerant. And and give me an example of how the Spanish are tolerant.
I heard about
They care about others. Or I could say Americans are tolerant. Americans are tolerant because they accept people from different countries. They accept people from different countries. Hardworking. Yevgeny, you try hardworking. Who is hardworking? Americans, Russians, British, Spanish, French. British are hardworking because British are hardworking because you could say they work a lot.
Yes.
British are hardworking because they work a lot. Okay, lazy. People from which country are lazy, Alina?
I think it's Russian people.
Okay. People from Russia are lazy. Why?
Because our people don't like to hard work, or maybe they want only sleep, or maybe watch TV, or rest and have money. That's all.
Good. Okay, emotional or sensitive? Anton, people from which country are emotional or sensitive?
American.
For example?
For example, Americans look at tomato and wow, it's so
Oh my
emotional.
god! Oh my gosh! Holy cow! That's amazing! Look at that! Yeah, that's true. Did anybody else see this video? Did anybody else watch this video? Anton did. Did Alina, did you or Anton, or you or Evgeny, did you watch this video on my blog?
No,
No.
There's a blog post on my personal blog on the website about stereotypes. First, it's about stereotypes of Russians. Then, in the commentary, I posted a video about an American sees a tornado. An American sees a tornado, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, look at that! Holy cow! I can't believe it! Oh my gosh!" It's this like very, very emotional reaction to seeing the tornado. It's really funny. You should watch it. Okay. See, is somebody else here? Ah, Christina. Christina, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hey. So we're going through these words and we're making sentences with people from this country are, for example, shy, bashful, because, so we're saying all people from blank are blank because ... So, Christina, you can pick up here. Which people are shy and bashful as a cultural stereotype?
Maybe modest people in England.
Maybe people in England?
Yeah.
I would say, personally, I would say Japan. I would say people from Japan are shy and bashful. Shy and bashful. But give me an example, Christina. So if you said people from England are shy and bashful, for example, what do they do that makes them shy or bashful?
I don't know. I think what England people shy and bashful because do not show feelings.
Because they don't show their feelings. Okay, so when you're talking about people from England, you can say either people from England, you can say the English people, or the British people. These are all the different adjectives that you can use to talk about people from England. people from England, people from Britain, the English, the British, British people, English people. Outgoing. Outgoing. Anton, which people are outgoing and why?
Americans.
Americans are outgoing. Why?
There are many nations in there, and they welcome another people.
Outgoing. Okay, and what does outgoing mean, Anton?
People who talk a lot.
Yeah. Общительный. Социальный, общительный. Yeah, so Americans talk a lot, they're outgoing, they talk to a lot of people. Okay, good. Alina, nationalistic or patriotic?
I don't know, but maybe it's как это мусульманский?
Nationality?
Мусульманский?
Да, национальность, nationality.
Как муслим I think it's Muslim nationality because they like their country and they keep it and think about it.
And who is it? Who did you say? Which people?
Muslim countries.
Ah, Muslim countries. Okay, Muslim countries. Good. Well-dressed and stylish. Yevgeny, well-dressed and stylish.
I think it's people from France.
From where?
France.
Okay, and why?
Because we many clothes.
Because they wear many clothes. Because fashion is important. Because fashion is important to them.
Yes.
Christina, humorous or funny?
I think most funny people in America. Because their humor
because their humor is funny. Yeah, that's funny. Or at least they try to be funny. Or at least they try to be funny. Determined or diligent? Anton. Chinese. Okay, why are Chinese people determined or diligent?
They make lots of things for all the world.
They make lots of things for all the world. It's true. Sophisticated. Whose turn is it? Maybe Alina. Sophisticated.
Это переводится как сложный, да?
Yeah. It was утонченный.
Утонченный.
Elegantny.
I think it can be Italy or maybe France
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a difficult one to kind of explain. Okay, so now let's go through these ones. Anton, what does snobbish mean?
I don't remember.
To think that someone is better than other people.
Oh, British.
Yeah. So I am better than you. I am so important. So which people are snobbish and why?
British and French, because
Yeah.
you say that they have this accent on English.
Ah, yes, because they have the accent in English. Yeah. And the French are very, very particular about their food and about their wine. Very, very particular, very careful about their food and their wine. Hospitable. What does hospitable mean? Alina, what does hospitable mean?
Высокостепенный.
Гостеприимство.
Sorry, Christina, what was it?
Гостеприимство?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. So which people are hospitable and why?
I should answer.
Which country?
Нет, меня сейчас.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe Turkey,
Turkey? Yeah.
because
Why?
a lot of tourists from different countries rest there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree. People from Kazakhstan, Kazakhstanis are very, very hospitable. They like to have guests and feed them. Christina, law-abiding or obedient? Do you remember what this means?
Yes, законопослушная.
Mm-hmm.
I think American people law obedient
Mm-hmm.
obedient because I think they follow the laws is honor the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say most people are law-abiding. Good. Yevgeny, talkative or sociable? Talkative, someone who loves to talk. Sociable. It's sort of like outgoing. Talkative is sort of like outgoing.
Разговорчивая.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Russian people.
Yevgeny, your microphone is turned off, I think. Christina, you said Russian people?
Yes.
For example?
Talking, it is Russian people in blood.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. I remember at first when I came to Russia, I think sometimes when people speak Russian, they sound angry. When they're speaking to each other, having a normal conversation, they sound angry. You know, they're like "Ты что?" and this and that, and to me it sounds like ah. Like, and it's a normal conversation. It sounds like they're yelling at each other, but they're not. You know, it's funny. It's interesting. Serious. Serious. Anton, serious.
Oh. I don't know which country. Here.
So, a country where people don't smile a lot.
But where?
Maybe, I don't know.
Me too.
It's a difficult one. Where people don't smile a lot. Well, for example, in Russia, right? I didn't think
Why?
people smile on the street, na ulici.
No, we smile.
People always told me, people always said to me, Carly, не очень много улыбайтесь, потому что люди will think that you are stupid. because they think that Americans smile too much. Americans always smile. And so I read and I heard, because I smile a lot, but I heard, you know, that in Russia this is a sign of foolishness, that that you're not all there in your head. Is it true?
No. I think
No?
no.
Cool. That's good. So I can smile. I can smile and it won't be a problem. Okay, let's try quiet. Anton, you can take the other one. Quiet.
I think Africa.
Maybe Africans are quiet.
I didn't listen any news from Africa.
Okay, that might be a reason. Okay. That's funny, Anton. I like that. Aggressive. Aggressive. Does anybody know what aggressive means? Yeah. People from which country are aggressive? Let's say Christina.
Maybe Syrians. They are constantly at war.
Yeah, they're currently at war. When I think of aggressive too, I think of Russian men. I think of Russian men. I do sometimes, because for example, when I was in St. Petersburg on the streets, like on Monday mornings, I would see men with black eyes, like they'd been fighting. Like they'd been fighting, and I thought, man, God, you guys must fight all the time, or something.
Actually, St. Petersburg is intelligent part of Russia.
Oh. So that's why, huh?
You didn't see all Russia.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's just the cultural stereotypes. The cultural stereotypes of Russians are that they like to fight. The men like to fight and wrestle bears. Like to fight and fight with bears. Not really, but that's funny. Okay, polite and well-mannered. Alina, polite and well-mannered.
I have вежливый.
Вежливый.
And maybe it's England.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Because
For example,
English people, they have a good. Ой, как это, подождите. Вот. Как это воспитание?
upbringing.
They have a good upbringing.
They have good upbringing. And for example, people in England always eat their food with forks and spoons and knives. And even a cheeseburger, even a hamburger. And so in America, when we eat a sandwich or a hamburger, we eat it with our hands. And in England, they think, this is bad. Why are they eating a sandwich with their hands? But it's a hamburger. Or it's pizza. You're supposed to eat it with your hands. It's normal. At least that's what I think. Yevgeny, rude.
I don't know.
Rude, грубый, оскорбительный. People who are rude. I've heard the stereotype sometimes of Americans, sometimes. Sometimes Americans can be rude in other countries, because they don't know their customs or they don't know their traditions, so sometimes they're rude. Yevgeny, let's try arrogant or cocky. Egoističný. Arrogant or cocky. What do you think? For example, do you think maybe French people sometimes? French or British?
No.
Maybe. For example? You could say, for example, because the French are very particular, very careful about their food and about their wine. Food and their wine, for example. They're very arrogant about their food and wine. We have the best wine, we have the best food. Your food, your wine is not as good as ours, for example. Modest, скромный. Yevgeny, try modest, скромный.
Maybe Chinese.
Yeah, I'd say so. For example.
We don't stand out.
They don't stand out. They're quiet, maybe. They're quiet.
Yes.
Ignorant. Ignorant. Christina, what does ignorant mean?
Невежественный.
And who is typically or stereotypically thought to be ignorant, and why?
I think Russian people ignorant. Maybe it is stereotype, maybe not stereotype. I think Russian people, many people in Russia are brought up. It is embedded in their culture.
I could say the same thing about Americans. There's a stereotype that Americans are ignorant.
No, I think American people free people.
Or what people?
Свободные люди просто.
Free. Yeah. But ignorant, sometimes people say Americans are ignorant, for example, because they don't know different languages. Because many Americans don't know different languages. But some people do. Most Americans, if they know a second language, most of them know Spanish, for example, of those who speak a second language. But many people don't. Many people don't speak any different languages. But many people do. Yeah, maybe half and half, maybe 50%, 50%. I don't know. Intelligent or smart? Alina, intelligent or smart?
I think it's rich people because first we think and after we do some.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. That seems fair. Anton, alcoholic.
Russian.
Russian. For example?
For example.
Because they drink a lot of vodka?
Yeah. Because of vodka.
Yeah. There's also a stereotype. There's also a stereotype that Irish people are alcoholics because they drink a lot of whiskey. Irish people and whiskey. Good. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so let's fill in these. I want you guys to, вы сами пишите, пожалуйста, на доске. Stereotypes of Americans and Russians. Russians and Americans. Вы все можете писать, да, на доске? Может быть, пытайтесь и скажите мне.
Появляется что-нибудь?
Ага.
Только я что-то не могу настроить размер.
No, but Christina, if you нажимаете на букву T.
О, thank you.
Yes, no problem. Anton, can you write?
Yes. I don't
Okay.
know what.
Okay, are you yellow, Anton?
No.
Oh, okay. Who is pink?
Me.
Okay.
Wait.
Vulgar. Angry. Who is yellow?
I.
Who's green?
I am.
Okay. Hardworking, angry, alcoholic, aggressive. Ignorant, Hospitable. Like fast food. Outgoing, good. What else? We need one more about Russians, and two more about Americans, minimum. 2 more about Americans, 1 more about Russians. This is interesting. Sociable. Outgoing. Okay, we need 1 more about Americans, at least. 1 more about Americans. Punctual or outgoing. We've got 2 outgoings. Okay, so we'll say it's punctual. Okay, good. So we're going to say, are these stereotypes fair? Справедливый. Unfair. So наоборот. Несправедливый. Correct. Incorrect. And why? And why? And why do people think such things? So our 2 questions here. Fair, unfair, correct, incorrect. Why? And why do people think such things? Okay, so let's begin with the first one. Alina, you wrote Americans like fast food, right?
No.
Oh, Christina, is that you?
I don't not see what is red and yellow, but
you wrote, Christina, did you write like fast food?
I don't like fast food.
No, but did you write it? Did you write it under Americans?
No, many people in America not like fast food.
Но кто это писал?
Читала я.
Okay. So do you think that it's fair? Is it fair? Is it unfair? So it's, we can also, there's an important word. I'm going to write it in the chat. Half truth. Something that's a half truth. It means that it's partly true, but it's partly false. It's only 50% true. For example, I would say that the stereotype Americans like fast food, I would say is mostly true or it's a half truth. So why do people say this about Americans, Christina?
What?
Why do people think this about Americans? What makes them think that all Americans like fast food?
I don't know.
Maybe television or TV shows, movies?
Maybe I think it's movies.
Maybe movies. Okay. Outgoing. Кто это писал? Желтый. Who wrote outgoing in yellow?
I am.
Okay. Is it true? Do you think? Is it fair? Is it unfair? Is it true? Is it half true?
True.
And why do people think? Why do people think that Americans are outgoing?
Because the streets, American people often laugh and for some people who Волен Нилем.
So maybe maybe they talk a lot, maybe they're loud. Okay, good. Who wrote, Anton, you wrote hospitable, right? What is your opinion of this? What is your opinion? Do you think it's a true stereotype?
Hospitable.
Yes, гостеприимство, right?
Yeah. I talk with my samples and they say that they hospitable.
So why do people say Americans are hospitable? Why do people think Americans are hospitable?
Because there are many nations, people of many nations in America. We can see that it's most true.
What's interesting to me is that my opinion of this, is that it is half true. My opinion of this stereotype is that it's half true. Some Americans are hospitable, but many Americans, it's like they must know you. They must know you personally, lichna. They must know you personally to have you in their homes. Most of the time. So it's like Americans in their homes, Americans about their homes are not very trusting. They don't trust very easily about their homes because it's a very private place, very private where their family and everything is. So sometimes Americans can be hospitable, yes, but they're also very careful. They're also very careful about who they invite into their homes. So for example, I would say Kazakhs, in my opinion, Kazakhs are much more hospitable, I think, than Americans. I would say Turkish are much more hospitable than Americans, maybe. Maybe even Russians. I don't know. Maybe even Russians are more hospitable. Okay, Yevgeny, you wrote sociable?
Yes.
Why do people say Americans are sociable?
I think people from America are sociable because we communicate with many people very much. We communicate very often.
Good. Very good, Yevgeny. Good. Vulgar. Christina, why do people say Americans are vulgar?
Yes. I think American people is vulgar because they're funny and easy to talk to. I think they're a bit of vulgar.
But vulgar is a bad thing, right? So vulgar for us is a bad thing. Is it? Do you think being vulgar is a bad thing? Do you think, Christina, that being vulgar is bad?
50-50. I think American people vulgar. It's easy and funny. I like American vulgar in talk.
Ah, okay. So it's like you mean vulgar in the sense of humor, чувство юмора.
Yes.
Vulgar sense of humor.
But Russian people vulgarly don't like.
Okay. Okay, I see. Because somebody can be vulgar in their sense of humor. They can be vulgar in their поведение. They can be vulgar in their behavior. They can be vulgar in their appearance. They can be vulgar in their appearance. There are many ways to be vulgar, and that's why I asked. Because some people say Americans are vulgar in any way. Some people say Americans can be vulgar in their appearance, how they look. They can be vulgar in their behavior. поведение, they can be vulgar in their behavior, and they can be vulgar in their speech and their sense of humor. Yeah, that's interesting. Patriotic. Christina, you also said patriotic, I think.
Yes, I think American people patriotic, and they like this your country. Which is good.
Sometimes too much. Иногда слишком.
No, maybe.
Sometimes. And punctual. Кто писал punctual? Evgeny, was that you?
Yes. I think American people are punctual because we don't late in the places where we work or study. The way think that is very будет важно.
I'm not sure.
For him.
Yeah. So it's important to be on time. It's important that if you tell someone, I will meet you at 12:30. For us, it's very important that you are actually there at 12:30. Because otherwise, if you are late, then it's a sign of disrespect sometimes, or a sign that someone is rude. We consider it rude if someone is very late. But if someone's going to be late, it's perfectly acceptable. It's totally fine to call. If we're going to be late, we always call. We say, hey, I'm going to be late, or text and say, I'm going to be late. Okay, let's start here with the green. Anton, outgoing. Why do people think Russians are outgoing? And is it true?
I think that after my people say that Russians are outgoing. And I know some people are outgoing.
So you've seen it yourself. You've experienced it yourself. Okay, good. Aggressive. Who wrote aggressive? Okay, Alina. Is it true? Is it false? And why do people say it?
A lot of Russian people are very aggressive. They have a lot of shots or fights. Because they drink alcohol, and that's why they have fights.
Yeah. And alcoholic, Alina, you wrote this too?
Yes, because it's true. A lot of Russian men drink alcohol after work, and drink a lot of.
Evgeny, patriotic.
I think it's true because many people are proud of their country, its history and its achievements.
Good. Very good. Angry.
It's me. It's my private experience. This Russian English. I know.
Why? How? What do they do that they are angry?
Because of alcohol.
Because of what?
Alcohol. Vodka.
Yeah, Russians are angry. Okay, and Yevgeny, ignorant.
I think it's true because many people accuracy from others.
And what about hardworking? What about hardworking?
I think it's true because many people have a small salary because so we should work hard.
We should work hard because the salaries are small. Good, good. Okay, so next time we're going to talk more about different groups of people, not just people from England, not just people about this, but people of different religions. So Jewish people, Muslim people, Christian people, Asians, Africans, African Americans, Mexicans, and so people of different groups, not just of different nationalities, not just from different countries. And then we have some pictures that we will discuss next time. Okay, and then I'm going to share my screen. So, домашняя работа. Anton, ты уже это сделал, но будет что-то еще. Okay, so на мой blog, on my page, Carly's page, not that one, not this one. It will be the первый post, funny perceptions of Americans by Russians, or Russians by Americans. Okay, so there are, okay, maybe try to do this, and then this is very funny, this is a comedian. I want you to watch this, and then this. So there are 3 clips that you should watch, and come and also, this is what your commentary. Okay, Google. Awesome place to live, Shas. And I will give you the, я пишу ссылку в чате. Life is crazier in Russia. This is something that I found This is something that I found on Facebook initially. Okay, so I'm going to write this in the chat. And these are more stereotypes about Russians by Americans. Okay? Does anybody have questions?
I couldn't watch one video.
Yeah, Hulu. Может быть, Катя может что-то сказать про это, потому что я знаю, что несколько людей не могли смотреть видео на hulu.com, потому что, может быть, не было доступно в России. Но Костя сказал что-то про этого. Он знает, как это сделать. И этот клип забавно, просто очень смешно. So I want you to watch it. So читайте blog-post Stereotypes of Russians by Americans. Там есть 3 клипа внутри пост, и комментарий есть еще один. About a reaction tornado, смотрите. И вот эта ссылка в чате. Reasons why Russia is a crazy awesome place to live. Там есть картинки, они. They're awesome. The pictures are so funny. The pictures are so funny. So, no questions?
No.
Okay. Thank you guys. Very good job. Good job, and I will see you next week.
Thank you. See you. Goodbye.
Yep, okay. Bye guys. Thanks.
Goodbye.